Hello, everybody. My name is Parmesan, and welcome to the last NASCAR race review of the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series season. Today's race was the 35th annual NASCAR Cup Series Championship race held at Phoenix Raceway. But before heading to the race review, I want to acknowledge the sad news that occurred before the race. On the same night, Ty Gibbs was crowned Xfinity Series champion. It was announced by Joe Gibbs Racing that Coy Gibbs, the co-owner of Joe Gibbs Racing, went with the Lord in his sleep last night. He unfortunately passed away last night. It was just a terrible moment for Joe Gibbs Racing, Joe Gibbs, Ty Gibbs, her family, everyone involved in the Joe Gibbs family team. It's definitely a really sad thing for Ty Gibbs, especially. From the highest of highs, again, your first career championship in the Xfinity Series, to the lowest of lows on the same night of losing your father. Definitely a really sad moment for Ty. The reason why he wasn't able to race today. It was just devastating, heartbreaking even. It was just really, really sad. And again, Ty is going to need all the prayers. Joe Gibbs Racing is going to need all of them. So keep them in mind for tonight and for a while, because it's not going to be an easy passing. But anyway, there was a race today. We will talk about it. It was obviously the 35th annual NASCAR Championship race at Phoenix. This race was a race. It wasn't the best race. Neither was it the worst. But the racing compared to Xfinity trucks was definitely different. Really wasn't much. You had the multiple lanes that were shown all week, but considering how the next-gen car is with flat racetracks, short trackish tracks, it really didn't produce much action. It produced some. There were some moments, but it really didn't produce much, in my opinion. It wasn't much to, call attention. Had some incidents here and there that we will get to, but yeah, not much. As for some incidents that occurred, we have these two incidents. We have Michael McDowell, who heading into turn 3 was 4 wide with some drivers, Daniel Hemrick and Tyler Reddick. They were 4 into turn 3. Daniel Hemrick made an aggressive move, dove it into turn 3, making some contact with Reddick, causing Tyler Reddick to spin out. He spun out, and then behind was McDowell with Ty Dillon, where they made contact, and then McDowell was also involved in the incident. Tough break, and unfortunately not the first and only incident McDowell will get into. He also had an incident with the returning driver, Alex Bowman. Bowman, who came back after suffering a concussion at Texas, made his return today. Very thankful news. But McDowell slid up the racetrack off turn 2 and made contact with Alex Bowman, causing Bowman to spin out and slam in the inside wall. It was a bit of an odd incident. As I said, McDowell just slid up the racetrack and hit Alex Bowman, wrecking him basically. Obviously, I feel like no intent though, but a bit of a weird incident, in my opinion. Then after that, we had in the late restart, Chase Elliott turning himself down into Ross Chastain, two championship 4 drivers, get involved in the incident late. The incident was Chastain had a better restart than Elliott. Elliott, who was going to come down to block, came down, blocked them, and unfortunately, Elliott spun out. He got quote-unquote turned. I won't say turned because, again, Elliott came down on Chastain, thus causing the incident. A shame, because that incident would ruin Chase Elliott's day and basically take him out of contention for the championship. So Elliott would not end up repeating. Then another incident that occurred was Brad Keselowski suffering from a bit of a problem with the next-gen car, where the car, due to the build-up of rubber heading into the exhaust, caused a fire inside the car, thus unfortunately ending the race for Brad Keselowski. Again, for the first year for RFK, not a bad year. They did get a win with Chris Buescher, but due to DNQs, incidents like these, makes you wonder maybe, heck, Brad had a chance to win this year. Bristol, Martinsville. He's had his chances, but unfortunately, no luck. Game. But, yeah, just a bit of a rough patch for Keselowski. But at the end of the day, after all the smoke is settled, the four drivers, Ross Chastain, Logano, Elliott, and Christopher Hill did battle all race long. And so I want to note, this Championship 4 race was a bit different compared to others. In the past, we had all four Championship 4 drivers ranked 1, 2, 3, 4 for a large portion of the race, ranked close to each other. Today was not the case. It was a bit more different. They were, for example, Logano in first place, Chastain in fourth, Elliott 8th, and Bell around 12th place. That was for the majority of the day. During one restart, we had Chastain, Bell, and Elliott running 3 wide for a bit. It was great racing after a restart. But to be fair, that was the closest any of the Championship 4 drivers would be all day during the race. They were all in their separate places, and not much, really. They weren't really there close to each other, except late. Chastain was making a chase after Joey Logano, but once we get there, didn't happen. The champion, the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series champion, was Joey Logano. Joey Logano was the 2022, or is the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series champion. In my opinion, he's one of the 4 deserving drivers to get the championship. To be fair, every driver of the Final 4 deserved to win the championship this year. Logano, he deserves it. Had the fastest car. He dominated. He did great all season as well. Had one of the best average finishes of the year. So, hey, you really can't make the argument that Logano didn't deserve it. He 100% deserved it, both in today's race and throughout the whole season. He had one of the best average finishes. So, yeah, Logano would be crowned the world champion. Not world champion, or well, technically, the champion of the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series season. It was, again, a good season. Logano, he won the Clash this year, won at Gateway, won the Fall Las Vegas race. It was just consistent throughout the whole year. He was very consistent, did well, delivered when he needed to. Overall, very solid season for him. And again, very great stuff for Logano. I mean, he's a guy that's definitely from rough beginnings. He's definitely matured a lot as a person, and he's a nice guy. So I'd say, again, he deserved it. You can make the argument that all 4 of the drivers for the Fall deserved it. Chastain deserved it. Average finish, great throughout the season. Elliott deserved it as well. He had like a 10.8 average finish and had a lot of W's this year. So you can make the argument, hey, he deserved it too. And Christopher Bell too. Consistent, clutch, and did well. Unfortunately, pit stops and some bad luck here and there cost him a chance at the championship, but sadly, it is what it is. Wasn't able to get it done. But again, that wraps up the whole season of NASCAR. In my opinion, 2022 was a great year for NASCAR. Despite the hiccups with the next-gen car, despite controversy, despite some problems, obviously, with short tracks, despite some problems with the next-gen car, it was still a great season. The intermediates this year were spectacular, the best they've been in years. Produced one of the best racing we've seen all year. It was definitely great stuff. Super speedways delivered as well. They were good as usual. Maybe a bit lackluster compared to previous years, but still good enough. The road courses did suffer a little bit from the next gen car. They have something to be worked on. Same with the short tracks. The short tracks definitely needed a bit of an upgrade, which, according to Steve O'Donnell, those upgrades are on the way for next year. There will be some aero changes for the next gen car next year. Definitely needed for short tracks and the road courses. Definitely 100% needed. We will see what those changes will be as time goes on. We will see what they will be. Maybe there have been rumors that potential power More engine power could be on the way for next-gen cars, which in my opinion is also needed. 670 right now, bump it up to 750, 800, 900 even. 900 horsepower, even 1,000 horsepower. Why not? It'd be fun. It'd be very enjoyable to see the NASCAR field right now. What can they do? What they can truly do. Granted, they can show it right now, but with more horsepower, could mean better racing. Who knows? But yeah, it was overall a great season. Now, on to the race results. Joey Logano, as I previously mentioned, winner and champion of the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series season. Started first, finished first, and this was a trend this weekend. Shane Smith in the NASCAR Camper World Truck Series started first, won the race. Ty Gibbs, NASCAR Xfinity Series, started on pole, won the race. Joey Logano of the NASCAR Cup Series, pole position, victory lane. It was a trend this weekend. It was good stuff. Ryan Blaney finished second, started second, finished second. It was good stuff for Blaney. Close to his first win of the season, but no cigar. Couldn't pass him. Ross Chastain from 25th finishes third place, second in the championship standings to Joey Logano. Again, for Chastain, him getting the championship would have been awesome, but it's too far away from Logano. Too far. And honestly, I don't think, well, he had the car late, but during the whole day he didn't have the car. Or just plagued with traffic. But yeah, it was close for Chastain. It was close, but not enough. Chase Briscoe finishes fourth. Briscoe, who won the first race here at Phoenix, obviously he was maybe a guy you had to look out for potentially the win. But he comes in with a P4 finish. Good job. Kevin Harvick finishes fifth, started seventh, brought home fifth. Ford in general had a good day today. Ford really delivered. They brought their A game and they dominated today throughout. Good stuff. William Byron finishes P6. Kyle Busch in his last race with Joe Gibbs Racing and in the number 18 M&M's car brings it home P7. A top 10 finish. Good stuff. Very good stuff. The end of an era for Kyle Busch and the number 18. He will now go to the number 8 RCR racing car next year. So we'll see what he can do there. But yeah, 22nd, 7th, good stuff. Danny Hamlin brings it home P8 from 21st on the grid. Good result for Danny Hamlin. Kyle Larson brings it home 9th. So 4th, 9th. Brings it home with a top 10. Good stuff. Christopher Bell, 3rd place in the championship standings. Finishes 10th. Starts 17th. Finishes 10th. Austin Cindric, 11th. AJ Allmendinger, 12th. Last race of the season. Colleague. Brings it home P12 for Allmendinger. Good stuff. Allmendinger is definitely going to be fun to watch next year, full time. He's gonna be something. He's gonna be something special. As for some notables, Eric Jones started 30th, finishes 14th. Good stuff for Eric Jones, top 15. Daniel Hemrick, the driver who was substituting for Ty Gibbs, who again couldn't race today due to family emergency, as we mentioned in the beginning. Finishes 17th. I mean, for no practice at all, he did very good. So much credit to Daniel Hemrick. Corey LaJoie from 27th on the grid. He finishes 18th. Very good result. Harrison Byrne, who unfortunately, again, he started 6th. Unfortunately, finishes 19th. Again, Harrison Byrne has a blade. Great qualifying pace. It's been in the top 10. But race pace just not there. Hopefully it could be something that could be improved on next year. So maybe Byrne, who knows, could sneak in a win. Who knows? But yeah. Bubba Wallace, 22nd. Tyler Reddick, who we were concerned about after Martinsville and Homestead, maybe he wouldn't race this weekend, brings it home. 23rd, Michael McDowell, guy involved in multiple incidents, brought home 25th. And then all the way down, Alex Bowman, who made his return, sadly 34th, DNF, or maybe he was still running. And then you have Chase Elliott in 28th, 4th in the championship 4. And well, there you have it. That was honestly the race in general. The race, again, not the best, but definitely not one to remember. But overall, again, 2022 has officially come to an end. It was a great season with ups and downs and a deserving champion at the end of the day, so can't really complain. But well, that'll be it. I definitely enjoyed making these videos. It was my first year being a YouTuber, and it's definitely something I'll be doing next year. It's fun, it's great new experience for me, and I'll be definitely looking forward to doing it next year. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the last race review of the year for the NASCAR Cup Series. Like, subscribe, all that support means a lot to me. And I guess I will see you all in the 2023 Daytona 500. Not joking, I'll eventually post more videos here and there on some news that occurs during the off season, big announcements, all that stuff that eventually will be coming out. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye.